Welcome into the Los Angeles Lakers Report by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green. We have a loaded show today, and we're talking trades as the NBA trade deadline is officially less than a month away. We're going to talk about a guy that we haven't really talked about on the channel. I think it's an interesting fit with the Lakers. We'll talk about that in just a second, but let's talk about a guy that I know a lot of Lakers fans are interested in, and I also think LeBron James is interested in, and that is Cam Reddish, a member of the New York Knicks, also a part of Clutch Sports. As we know, it might as well be the Clutch Lakers. Hoops Hype says the Lakers are among the teams interested in Cam Reddish. The Knicks' asking price is 2 second-round picks. That is what they are looking for in a trade for a guy like Cam Reddish. Just hasn't really worked out for the New York Knicks. They gave up a first-round pick in Kevin Knox, sent that to Atlanta. Got Cam Reddish last year. Then there was reports that Tom Thibodeau wasn't interested in him. Started the year as a starter for this team. Then he just fell out of the rotation, had a groin injury, and it just seems like he's done in New York. And I think it makes some sense for a team like the Lakers to pursue a guy like Cam Reddish. I think the three-point percentage is not telling completely about the type of player that Cam Reddish is, because when you go back and look at his numbers with the Atlanta Hawks, which we will do here in a second, you'll see that he was able to shoot the ball a lot better, but he posted a career high in a field goal percentage of 44.9, 22 minutes per game, 8.5 points. The Knicks saw him play good on-ball defense. He was a one-man fast break at times. He flashed the potential he showed at Duke when he was a top 10 pick in that draft. Just for some reason, he hasn't played for the New York Knicks since December 3rd. Stefan Bondy said that he didn't feel comfortable reporting what happened between Reddish and Thibodeau, which makes you know that something happened between him. So I don't know exactly what happened in New York. All I know is that his days are numbered, and he is not going to be a New York Knick for much longer. I think it makes sense for the Lakers. Like I said, he struggled to shoot the three this year with the Knicks, also last year with the Knicks at a limited sample size. But before he was traded from the Hawks to the Knicks, he was shooting the rock at a 38% clip from beyond the three-point arc. Reddish is a guy that has all the tools to be a successful player in the NBA. 6'8", can put the ball on the deck, can attack the rim. I think a team could use his skill set, and I think he fits what the Lakers are looking for. More length, more athleticism, a shot taker, a shot maker, a creator, and someone that gets easy buckets. He's a one-man fast break, a guy that can complement Anthony Davis when he comes back, a guy that I think could play well off a guy like LeBron James, and I think playing next to LeBron would be best for a guy like Cam, a guy that hasn't had the most success in the league. You get next to the GOAT, he could bring the best out of you. We've seen that in other sports. When young players play with great players, they start to do what the great players do and how they get ready and how they take care of their body. I think Cam is a guy that could greatly benefit from that. Reddish would be one of the Lakers' most talented players. This is a guy that was a top 5 recruit coming out of high school, drew comparisons to Tracy McGrady and Paul George, that long and lengthy forward that could put the ball on the deck, get to his spots, get his shots up. He was athletic. He can run. He can dunk. He can do it all. He's a great athlete. He just hasn't been able to, unfortunately, put it together so far in his NBA career. I think he's been in some bad situations. Atlanta, I don't think they ever really had real plans of extending him. And in New York, Tom Thibodeau didn't even want to trade for him. What about this idea, though, of a trade? Lakers receive Cam Reddish. The Knicks receive Kendrick Nunn and 2 second-round picks. If I was the Lakers, I would do this in a heartbeat. Those second-round picks, those are just currency to be used in a trade at this point. You're not getting people in the second round that are going to help you win right now, and that needs to be the number one mindset for Rob Pelinka, is win basketball games right now. I would, even if I was the Lakers, look to try to get a guy like Evan Fournier. I think they could use more shooting. Maybe you could try to package Fournier and Reddish and get him here, but I'm a fan of this trade. If I was Pelinka, I would do it, and I think the Knicks might do it as well. Let's ask you, though, the Lakers Report, real ones out there. Would you trade for Cam Reddish? Would you do it? Type T for trade. Type P for pass. Sound off in the comments section for me. We're going to get to that player I talked about in a second that I think is actually a pretty damn good fit for the Lakers. But at first, let me tell you about today's sponsor, Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/NBA now if you want to save money right now. Don't waste money. Use Rocket Money. Get started. Organize and optimize all of your finances. Cancel your unused subscriptions with just a tap and keep track of your monthly expenses. Forbes calls it the app that will save you hundreds of dollars. My favorite part of this app, Rocket Money, is that they negotiate to help you lower your existing bills. If they realize, like, why is he paying so much for his Wi-Fi, they'll negotiate to lower that for you. And they monitor your events that affect your credit score. But the best part is you get to view all your subscriptions on one screen, and you can stay on top of upcoming bills and cancel your unwanted subscriptions with just a tap, because it sucks canceling subscriptions. Sometimes you got to call on the phone, search on the website, and do all this other BS. Not with Rocket Money. You get it done with just a tap of a button. Get started today. I'm using them in 2023 and I've already started to save money. You could do the same. Go to rocketmoney.com/NBA now. Fred VanVleet. That is the player that I talked about at the top of the show. And it seems like the Toronto Raptors are really going to decide what they're going to do with this team coming up before the NBA trade deadline. I think this is a good question. Would Rob Pelinka consider using one or both of his first-round picks to get VanVleet, a point guard that's won a championship, plays good on-ball defense, knocks down tough shots, never afraid of the moment, and he's just a hooper. This is what Bleacher Report had to say about VanVleet. They said the Lakers may not want to mortgage so much of their future with Anthony Davis injured, but Peak Fred VanVleet keeps Los Angeles' playoff hopes alive without him. And a full-strength Lakers team becomes exponentially more lethal with FVV alongside AD and LeBron James. Different permutations of this scenario abound. The Lakers can send out the expirings of Kendrick Nunn and Patrick Beverley to make the math work. They can also expand the deal to include swaps in 2026 and 2028 and see whether that gets the Raptors to send out Gary Trent Jr. while taking on the final few months of Russell Westbrook's deal. I'll tell you this much. The Lakers are able to get Fred VanVleet and Gary Trent Jr., that is going to be a huge move, and a move that would validate the contract extension that Rob Pelinka got. All I'm saying is trade deadline is less than a month away, and we are going to be breaking down every single Lakers trade rumors under the sun. Lakers, news, rumors, videos, every single day. Hit that sub button, sub for Lakers Dubs if you're looking for content on the Lakers on the tube. The question I think that everyone needs to ask is FVV. One, he's got to get a better nickname. FVV, VanVleet. It looks like F-Dub. You know, the two V's? Whatever. You don't care what I'm talking about. Is he still at his peak? That, I don't know. But what I know is he's having a solid season this year. The percentages are lower than we would like. We've seen him post much better percentages than he is this season. He's given you 18.5, 6 assists, 37 from the field, and 33 from downtown. Lower than you would like, but what I think is, next to a guy like LeBron James, he's not going to be taking as toughest shots. He's going to be getting open shots, and LA could use a true ball-handling point guard. I don't think LeBron wants to carry that burden of being such a high-usage player anymore, where he has to get points, he has to rebounds, and he has to conduct this offense to put everybody in a position to be successful. I think him next to LeBron and Anthony Davis being that third guy, he's not really a superstar, but he's the guy that could be a superstar in his role, and that's sometimes what you need when you got two big dogs like LeBron James and Anthony Davis. But Rob Pelinka has shown no willingness to use those first-round picks, and it's honestly, if you're a Lakers fan, that has to be upsetting. You have LeBron James and Anthony Davis in their prime, and you're holding on to picks 2027 and 2029 for what? For what? You didn't sign LeBron and trade for Anthony Davis to compete for a lottery spot or a play-in spot, excuse me. What did LeBron James say a couple of days ago? We all know what needs to frickin' happen. Go make a move, Rob. Seriously, it's infuriating that this team does not want to trade a first-round pick in 2027 and 2029 when you arguably have the best player that ever touched a damn basketball in the world on your team. I just can't even... I'm done. I'm done talking about Rob. He doesn't even deserve my damn time. Do you want Fred VanVleet? I'll take anybody at this point, because all the Lakers have done is waste the past couple of years of LeBron James's career because they don't want to put the necessary talent around them when they have had the opportunity to do that. Buddy Hield, Nah, we don't want him. Let's take Russell Westbrook. Freaking idiots. Do you want Fred VanVleet on the Lakers? Type Y for yes. Type N for no. We're going to be back tomorrow with another video on the latest Lakers news and rumors. So go down right now, hit that sub button. And we like to do these real one roll calls because I go down in the video. I always look at the comments, and I love to see the people that always comment, but I like to know the people that finish the videos. Let me know you finished the video by typing real one, because that's what the real ones do.